created by a bunch of randos in a Discord call.
Somebody's heart.
Good morning and good tides, denizens of SET. Welcome to your regularly scheduled DDN morning breaking news. It's another rainy day in our amazing city, and it's not just the acid rain coming down, but literal blood and limbs. We're on location at the downtown Eastside docks, where there've been another outbreak of soul crazed. As you can see behind me, ensign police forces have been overwhelmed and have broken ranks. I think I have a severe concussion, my cameraman has lost his legs, but we are still bringing you this breaking news live on DDN.
We need you to pull in close. We need some 40 mic in here right now.
He's wounded. Clear to engage. Roger.
Oh, yeah, the drugs are kicking in. Okay. See what teams have been dispatched to deal with the overwhelming numbers, and look at them go! Things must be dire as Team Stryker have been given full clearance. Teams from Hoodlum have been called to reinforce the containment areas, and teams from Chase are chasing stragglers and runaways down the freeway. Early reports are saying it's another hot pocket, bringing the weekly number back again up to a nice round 150, just in the eastern boroughs alone. The cause of the renewed outbreaks is yet unknown, though corporations like TCP and Somaco have ruled out Soltec interference as a cause, and Ensign ensures that no freelancers are capable of any such interference. Here at DDN Breaking News, we recommend everyone east of Vedic Row do their best to remain indoors or take trusted security transports. Use code Breaking News Gator Deluxe 654169798 at any of the local grease bucket chains for a 4% discount on all secure food deliveries containing a Gator Deluxe combo meal at any purchase above 100 credits. Taxes may still apply. Other areas under alert are the entire east sides of Midtown, who are under lockdown due to the reported ground zero of this wave being Undertown. And finally, if you're anywhere near downtown at all, please...
Ladies and gentlemen, normies, techies, and those in between, mortals and those beyond, get ready to tune in, because it's time for Pandemonium!
Hello once again, and welcome back to the best show of your life. It's me, the Queen of the Soulscape, Sybil! And with me is the crowd favorite, the returning champion, the Packet Tracer!
Woohoo! It's great to be back. Better to be on the meat space side of things. Tell me, Sybil, what is in store for us tonight?
It's event 4, and the circuits are already frying themselves out there. Tonight is another face-to-face battle between our dual teams, and boy, are things getting spicy. After last event's record-setting amount of soul debragging and general soul shreddage, we didn't think we'd top it so soon, but let's take a look as the contestants are already tangled in the wires.
Tonight's event has our contestants already in a deadlock as they race to find the exit from a special security network, graciously sponsored by Neatmind. It's never so simple, is it, Sybil?
Of course not. As you can see, the contestants have already discovered that this entire network has been absolutely loaded with predatory AIs, creations of yours truly.
And several talented minds across Tartarus.
Yeah, those guys too. As you can see from what looks like sparkling fragments of... Oh man, who was that? Was that Vigil? No? He's okay? Oh shit, looks like Data Muncher called Soul Crash. He's unresponsive. That's Data Muncher out.
Looks like Nick uses a dual lunch. He's throwing up wall after wall, but whatever you put in that virus is corrupting them faster than he can make them.
Oh boy, that's a corrupted server. I made those special, because if it gets a hold of them, then... Oh, shit!
his soul. I think I'm gonna throw up.
That was unexpected. Someone get me a replay of his body because, god damn, talk about flash fried with exciting noodles.
Oh, there's Digit powering through. He's bypassing like a madman. He's got that freelancer kid on the ropes. Oh, that's cool. He's going for the takedown. Guys, is that virus supposed to be spreading? Oh shit, I can't believe it. That is...
Oh, looks like it worked. It's shutting down the case. Woo! As the contestants race for an exit, now the network is slowly corrupting behind them. In return, for every AI they waste precious seconds on destroying, they get noise.
Well, Texby seems to think so, as he's just dismantled a code with such brute force. Data fragment just hit a random hacker. And let's switch to the digicams. Oh, look at him spaz. That's what we call well done to lightly charred.
Well, even if they get back to the safety of their bodies, what else is in store for us tonight?
Well, actually, Sybil, I have quite the surprise for you as well. I'm hijacking the second half of this event.
No way! Are we doing a random change?
Oh, yes. As soon as the contestants finish here and get back to the meet space, they will have precious few minutes to gear up and race to some pre-designated Lincolns across the city. From there, they will be thrown into a surprise network where they will have the chance to grab some of the hottest data and deets and face down their toughest challenge yet.
Holy shit, that sounds amazing! I totally had no idea about this beforehand whatsoever, and it's a complete surprise! But wait, what's this about a secret network?
Oh, well, I can't tell you that as we're keeping it a secret until the very last second, but I can reveal one more thing.
Whatever could it be? What more could we bring to our event?
Not only will I be joining to help defend my winning streak, but a little circuit told me a certain pink-haired queen will also be joining the fray.
That's right! Domain's challenge is so hot, even I couldn't pass it up. But Tracer, if it's a team's challenge, who's gonna be our partners?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'll be going with my sidekick.
A Man Called Stranger! Episode 15. Another Soul Search. Thank you for listening to the final act of Black Collar. Created by Out of Credits and starring. First up to the plate, we have Krensei coming in as the Marshal and Tech Priest. Next up, we have Whipan as the Packet Tracer, Nobi as Titan, Gigahood as Voices of the City, A Confused Mistake as Cupid and Sybil, and finally, the Grim Bard as me, the Stranger. Sometimes, whether you like it or not, you find yourself in halls you'd never wish to darken. And in SCT, this absolute metropolis of chaos and contradictions, there's many such places. One of them being a very peculiar police station, one that's seen it all, unsurprisingly. They call it Precinct 9 of Sector 9. Where the only thing colder than the metal streets outside is the coffee in their break rooms. It was full of veteran deputies, hard-boiled detectives, and a very wizened Marshal. But I wasn't calling on them today, no. I was being hauled in. Good afternoon.
Stranger, we've been working on this case all month.
I know.
We're overworked and getting nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's on overtime. There's no more break time.
I know. Primarily because you keep on telling me.
We're even out of Java.
Oh, so it's serious.
Some guys are up and getting proper wage slave jobs. Could you imagine?
Absolutely not. I also don't care. Why am I here?
Because I need you back on the dams case.
The dams.
Dams, Experium. That's the problem. We need clarification. You are going to get it.
I don't really know what you expect from me. What can I do here that I haven't already done?
I want you to chase down this lead and crack open this case. Take packet, report back in when you find a smoking gun.
And where am I supposed to start? It's been weeks. Pretty sure all the leads have gone really cold.
Then light a flame. You're good at things like that.
Alright, fine. I'll see what I can do. Cupid's gonna bill you. I'm charging a rush fee.
I don't care. Just get out there and get me an answer.
It's been a minute since I wrapped my jobs with Mathers. And since finishing them, it has been calm silence, which normally would be great, but that irking feeling, it just hadn't gone away. I didn't like that Jack was handed over to someone that he mistakenly thought was me. I was uncomfortable with the Marshal still breathing down my neck for what I may or may not know about the dams. If only that, because he wasn't stopping there. But, on the other hand, when things get a little too hot, a little too spicy, a little too frisky, why not send me? They had all of these rules and regulations, but me.
You want some?
There you are. Hey man,
Oh,
hey,
no.
hey, yeah,
No,
you,
no.
come here, dude. It can really get
It's you again.
a beating, from what I understand. Where are you trying to run, man?
Hey, man,
Get
listen,
over here.
this isn't-
So much so, I've got some questions for you that even they know.
Come on, dude. Get your...
Sometimes, to really get to the truth, to really crack a case, you gotta kick it. Old school.
Oh, man, stop. Stop. Not in front of the children. This is a school, man.
So then give me the answers I want, and I won't have to keep on asking questions with my foot. Help me, help you. Who has all the deeds on the dams? I know you get it through Mathers now, but I want to know where you got it before.
Gosh damn it.
I can't
Gosh,
hear
yeah,
you.
Yeah, fucking...
Louder.
Give me the spleen again, dude. My spleen, dude.
Useless
Spleen.
gamers. Oh, broken shard. Look what you've done to the kids. They're all traumatized and shit. Look at them. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize to them now for being the source of their trauma.
And remember, dudes, stay in drugs. Don't do school. Or was that the other way around? I don't remember, man. I'm sorry, kids. You should...
Alright. Well, kids, what have we learned today? Wait, no, not that. That's my cue to go. Oh man, that could have been a cool name. The Danger Stranger. The Stranger of Danger. Nah.
Wait, so what did you do?
I brought him to the school by Bastard Yard. Made him look the kids that were being harmed by dams in the eye and apologize. He felt so truthfully and honestly and guiltily remorseful that he gave up someone who should know.
You forgot mournfully.
Yeah, that one as well. I thought I'd give the kids a lesson on why becoming a ganger isn't worth it, and why you should avoid candy and drugs. A little 1-2 in the good deed department. I'm all set for the month now. Unfortunately, that lead didn't pan out. Or the next one. Or the one after that.
Shit. That's not good.
You're telling me.
Hopefully, this thing with packet pans out. Even I'm running in circles. No one knows or wants to talk about it.
Maybe I should be the one doing the asking.
That is sometimes very nice, but no. When I need someone make out, then I'll call you.
Suit yourself. Ammo and shoe cleaner is pretty expensive. Weirdly, comparatively so.
You don't have a gun most of the time.
I got a new one. Ventura Arms. Street Line Special K.
Oh, a special killer, huh? Someone's been listening to the ads.
Well, I got a cred check. And it was on sale.
Uh-huh. Be careful, stranger. People might start thinking you're a freelancer.
I'm not adverse to the idea.
It's also better than you stealing every gun you can find. Especially off of dead men. It's bad luck.
Worse luck than we've been having all week.
You leave the worrying to me. You go to pack it. Hopefully, whatever he has cooked up will at least give us a new trail to follow.
Alright. Let me off at the entrance.
Spacer, you have got to get a better place. Why do you live in one of the few less than awful mega buildings and not get a real apartment like Packet?
Office was cheap. I don't really sleep or need much space.
Yes, but the others have things like parking, good utilities, amenities. I can't stay over on your tiny little couch. Honestly, my couch is just better. At least it fits your oversized, weird-blooded body.
I don't want a place bigger because I'm not staying in the city. I'm gathering resources, money, and then catching the next flight out of here.
Oh yeah? To where? You don't know who you are, where you're from, or what you've done. Plus, you can barely tell whether you're a high blood or no.
Well, anywhere's gotta be better than here, right?
Oi, Spacer boy. Assuming nothing goes wrong, meet me for lunch when you're done, yeah? My treat.
You got it. I'll ping you when we're done.
Ah, there you are. Finally.
Hey man, already getting to work, I see.
I really wish you didn't live so many floors down. Took me forever to drag this shit in. Now come on, check this biz out.
I gave Packet Tracer a questioning look, but he was all smiles and chrome. He was half sad behind my desk, fiddling with a data pad that had wires running into him, and into two large metal lounge chairs that he dragged in here. Hey, what's going on here? Notably, a pair of metal lounge chairs I had no idea how he dragged into here. I gave him a look of horror, and then turned to flee. But the freelancer turned contractor was much faster on his feet than I expected. No, stop. Let me go. I'm not getting in there. I'm not doing that.
Trust me, it'll be fine. Just stick with me and don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That's a lot of things.
Exactly. Now you've been in there before, so you know what to expect. Get in the chair and stretch out your arm.
Ah, broken shards, the soulscape. I hate it in there. I feel like there's easier ways of getting the info we want.
Easier? Sure, but this is the most direct way to get in, and I've set this whole thing up already, so no going back now.
Don't you need a warrant or something?
Yeah, but I'm technically not on the job.
So this is illegal.
Well...
Don't fucking well me.
Define legal, strictly speaking.
Well, I'd assume probably not this.
Well, what do you know?
Honestly, I wasn't sure what I knew, if anything. Actually, I was pretty positive I didn't actually know anything at all, which had brought me here, to this moment. One filled with terrible ideas, courtesy of my favorite downtown gray hat hacker.
By the green, man, you're exaggerating. Besides, it's only illegal if you get caught, and even then, it's only a bit of corporate espionage. That's basically part of my job description. If anything, it'll show I have aptitude and a go-getter-like work ethic. Probably. Hopefully. And can be understanding, sometimes.
Is that what you're planning on saying to the Marshal when we get caught?
Yup. Though, to be honest, there's at least a 33% chance that if we get caught, Cerberus will annihilate us.
Hey yo, what?
Don't go anywhere when you get to the other side. I'll use a different entrance so they don't see us. Just wait for me. In place. Don't move.
Wait. Elaborate on the... No. Stop.
See you on the flip side.
I fucking hate it when he does that. It's always disconcerting at first. The panic hits for a moment and you feel like you're being squeezed through a technicolored tube. Feelings of weight and physicality itself fade into something like a memory, replaced with the odd sensations of my soulscape persona reforming on a small platform, and the digital landscape around me materializing as it builds itself into my vision. I had no eyes to blink and was forced to watch endlessly as some sort of red and green energy began forming in the distance. Did not know where this was, but it appeared as a massive staticky void, stretching out in every direction. The energies shifted and formed into what looked like genetic threading, spiraling in an endless upwards trajectory, integrated, blinking like stars and cosmic formations in a dead channel of a sky. I wasn't trying to move, but the space around me warped as these digital shapes and forms burst out from nothing all around me. And sprouting in the distance were mega-wall-like structures, disappearing into the digital overlay of a sky. Energy crisscrossing above bubbled and wavered like ray shields. It's like we were in a massive cage, a massive box of sorts, covered in opaque gold and silver lattice on top of runes and symbols. I didn't understand them. I didn't understand anything. And only then did it dawn on me that I wasn't alone in here. A shiver went through my soulscape persona, causing my form to flicker and waver as I looked through the murky technosphere. Everywhere I turned, there were massive structures, dazzling lights, weird winding lines passing between all of them, linking them into some sort of massive crisscrossing web of networks. I couldn't not stare into the depths. The lights intensified, almost like it was twinkling back at me. It felt harder and harder to look away. After a second, I couldn't, even when I tried with all my might. There was a form in the twinkle, observing me from over the constructs. Eyes shifting, cascading, blinking quickly as it followed my jerky movements. I tried to move, but Packet had told me not to. The endless space was stretching out in front of me, but those twinkling stars were fading away. Their ethereal glow beckoned, captivating my gaze and filling me with a sense of awe and wonder. My arms instinctively reached out to grab them, pull them in. What was that? Felt like I grabbed something. Shining blue crystals, heaped into little octagons, filling through my fingers, falling away, just falling, just falling away, falling.
That's where you went. Phew. I almost lost you.
My neck finally snapped away as a ripple went through the cyberspace beside me. It turned into a fracture before cracking open, revealing a white space behind. Packet Tracer's familiar face peeked out. He gestured at me, and I blinked back blankly. What was I just doing?
Oh, damn, that's a lot of them. Come on, quick, they're coming.
What do you mean they're coming? Where is this?
Things you don't want. Now come on, in, get in.
What passed for reality was cracked, splintering further. It started forming a doorway that led to a pitch white hall, but I couldn't help but turn back one last time, now acutely aware that we were not alone, but the eyes were gone. The small orbs of lights were still swirling around wildly in the distance, as they were before. From the data pillars, the long iridescent firewalls were almost humanoid figures, peeking through the technosphere, tearing in unlike packets neat cracks. I had a weird feeling of dread, and my persona was suddenly frozen. Felt like screaming, but I had no voice to do so. I wanted to panic. If I had nerves, they felt dead.
Stranger, yo, stranger.
I was gripped from behind and pulled into that white hall. It was filled with numerous metal doors and illuminated by flickering fluorescent lights. Charming. The door I came through began closing. The forms were moving faster now. The digital air around them buzzed and glitched as they morphed, flowed as a liquid would. I looked through them for a moment. Could swear something looked back from afar. Form, persona. But what it was, I know not. I stared back, and it felt like falling into a deep well. Consuming, overwhelming. Data, information, the knowledge that ever was, ever could be. Memory of it, just a whisper. Still here. It was and always would be here.
Look into Tartarus. Don't
Somewhere
fucking look into Tartarus.
and
It's gonna do
everywhere.
way worse than look back.
Holy shit, warn a guy. What was that?
Phew, that's, well, we call it Tartarus. Unsecured parts of the data sphere. Not really the place for the unprepared or faint of heart. Honestly, nasty place even in the best of times. Even partially secured soulscapes could be a nightmare if you're not careful. Unfortunately for us, even in here, things don't like you. But at least nothing ate your soul while I found a back door. Voila, there we go.
I would have rubbed my temples if I thought that would have released any pressure building in my head. The hall we were in wasn't too large, but I couldn't see the end of the hall on either end. I leaned closer to the nearest door. Subroutine 84RG 807.2579. Most 8. That means nothing to me. But what did anymore? I really needed a moment to comprehend what I just witnessed. But I doubt there was going to be a time. Beckett's persona flickered beside me. He looked perplexed but shook it off. He was now a man in a lycra tight suit, and it was raising several questions, but he'd have none, and opened another digital door.
Come on, let's go.
This one gave off a faint blue and yellow glow, accompanied by the sound of gently rushing water. It resembled some sort of water garden. Several walkways were covered in archways. A large pond of digital hewn stone was beneath it. I could hear a faint soothing trickle of water, but not see where it was coming from or going, as outside the pond of lilies was a digital void that stretched far beyond what my eyes could see.
Alright, stick close. This place can be tricky.
Where are we? This just looks like a little restful spot of some sort.
Different scapes will often be made to look specifically in a way. The Evo group has got these water gardens and all their public ones. It's supposed to be restful and peaceful, I guess. We're still seeing them and no security. I don't think we're deep enough. Come on. We gotta find the right host.
Alright, well, this doesn't seem too bad. I bet we can probably get in and out of here in like, what the fuck is that?
You know what the soulscape is, yes?
Essentially.
So, no, just say no. I get it. You're not from here. You're stupid.
Okay, fine. All I know is that some kind of network that interfaces with your soul.
Right, it's more like a dimension. Dimensions, really. Plural. Different slices of a reality that have what you call networks made within them that we can project ourselves into. What you know as the soulscape is the upper public levels, controlled by corporations, secured by the TCP. Beneath it is another level where things aren't regulated. It's usually a pretty wild place, but we didn't have time, so I popped us into it right on the edge, so we could theoretically slip into the bottom of Evo Group unnoticed.
Okay, pretty simple actually. Magic Soulscape Network. Corporate society sucks. Is there a brochure I can get somewhere?
You're unbelievably stupid sometimes. When we get back, literally take out your data pad and just shout at it, "How to Soulscape."
Okay, well that's easier than expected. What was that White Hall place called? You know, the one you pulled me into from, what was it, Tartarus?
Freelancers commonly call it the space between, but wait, did you say you saw it as a long white hall?
I did. Is it not supposed to look like that?
Weird. Most people can't see it as that. Anyways, Tartarus. What you saw was just a tiny bit of the edge. It's a bit like the underground if the underground had roaming monsters beyond your capability of understanding. It was truly lawless and kept under a tight lid like bad soup. Very bad soup.
Well, fortunately we're not there anymore. Right.
Now let's go deeper.
I'm getting really sick of that. The place we stepped into looked a lot like the previous, but much more expansive. I could see the edge of the void was distant now, and in between was a maze of hedges, gardens with archways, dotting the landscape as far as I could see. I turned to Packet, looked confused, and waved his hand through the air. It pixelated around his fingers, and a small yellow shockwave pinged off him, fading into the digital shrubs.
Weird. Not what I expected. This place doesn't look too bad.
Is this place not clearly a trap?
Oh, it is. There's probably some serious security in here. So follow me quietly, and if you see anything, don't move until it does.
This is vague and sounds highly dangerous.
You always catch on quick.
We walked the hedges for several minutes in what felt like no particular direction to me, but Packet seemed to know exactly where, as he didn't hesitate on a single fork or diverging path. After a few, he did suddenly come to a stop on a bend, hugged the wall with a disconcerting growing look of panic on his face.
Shit. Cerberus already?
Cyber eyes? Is that like dudes that guard the place? Because they have eyes that see through cyber things? See? I'm following.
No, that.
I snuck closer, peered around the edge of the bush, and... broken fucking shards.
I didn't know you could pale in the soulscape. That must be something on the Evo Group hosts. Kinda cool.
Broken shards? What the fuck is that? Why the hell is there this weird three-headed dog thing in here?
That is a Cerberus, one of TCP's most notorious AI guards, used to protect secured hosts.
I looked again, and several yards away stood a coat of shimmering and digitally flickering black fur. Each of its 6 legs must have been twice as large and just as long as me. Its face, unlike that of normal mammals, looked leathery and came to a sharp point, like an arrow's head-shaped beak. Its head, the 3 of them to be precise, each snarling and filled with lines of sharp-looking teeth as they swayed to and fro.
Don't worry too much, they're made to look scary. It's just as dangerous as any other security AI.
And how scary and or dangerous is that?
Oh, very. These things can tear your soul into shreds in here, so don't get hurt.
Is this like a die in here and I die in the outside kind of situation? I fucking hate those.
That's worst case scenario. Usually it'll dump you out of the system and back into your body. But that can hurt and be permanently damaging if you're unprepared.
I am unprepared.
I know, which is why we're waiting.
Or what?
So, one of the great things about the soulscape itself is it's kind of ever-changing. Nothing is quite in the same spot. New pathways are open, can be opened. It's fun like that. Makes it a bit unpredictable. So whenever pathways into a place like Evo Group Secure Directories opens up, it's a pretty big thing. It can cause some pandemonium, one could say.
What did you just do? Oh no. No. Hackett, what did we just do?
Automatic defense system engaged.
Instead of answering, Hackett lifted something up in his hand. It was like a data pad, reflecting my own surprised face back at me. Light brown skin and dark eyes stared back in blank confusion. And he smiled as it shot out of his hand and began swooping around us, like a camera on an invisible string.
Chin up, stranger. We are a go.
Oh, this is going to be an awful day.
Smile for the camera.
Get that out of my face.
We are on the scene with the Pandemonium, Event 4, a mega data steal. I'm the packet tracer and this is my duo. I'm getting pings that everyone else is dropping in, so let's get this party started.
Wait, what are we doing? Hold on. Shards, damn it. Wait up.
There we go. Come on. They won't be gone for long.
Broken shards. What was that? I just saw someone get hit so hard with something that their soul digitized. And that tech priest guy, he just fucking grabbed it and he ate it, man. What are the fucking rules here?
That would be the competition for you. Too bad you can't see the digicams. That virus you dodged has the operator leaking their ass out their mouth. Gotta watch out for it.
Oh yeah, it's about time to start putting it into overdrive. It's time to become maker.
Guys like that, shit, this way.
Where are you going? You ain't going nowhere. I'll find you. Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? What the? Broken shards. I'm struggling to keep up with what's going on. Stop doing that.
Oh, had to pull us out there for a moment. Traces are live. Watch the corner while I make sure we're incognito.
What the hell are we doing here? What's going on?
See? I told you. Easy. Now all we gotta do is find the right host before backup arrives, and...
Oh god. I feel dizzy. Shards. I feel dizzy. How do I feel like I'm going to throw up on the soulscape?
Here we are. Fuck.
Is that more of them?
That, or we dropped in the most fucking secure directory they have.
Shouldn't that be something you already know?
This is not nearly the exact science you imagine it to be.
There was only one, but unlike the other AI sentinels, this one didn't have a coat that was clean black. It was fiery red. Drops of something molten was coming from its mouth instead of saliva, and with every exhale, smoke poured from its massive nostrils.
Okay, so I plugged this with some autosoft. Remember, none of this is actually real until it is.
What the fuck does that mean? Oh, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Packet, where'd you go? He didn't have time to answer as the canine-like creature charged at us, swiping a massive clawed paw through the air. What is that? Packet, no, Hackett disappeared in a blip out of the corner of my eye, and I threw myself back to avoid the next swipe. It was like I'd leapt off the edge of a building. Gravity then swung round me, and I went slamming back first into a wall of digital shrubs.
Okay. Would you give me a moment?
I glanced around and probably would have made a return on my breakfast if I had a stomach in here. The scape we were in suddenly seemed to curve around me, like I was inside the edge of a clear marble ball. I could see across space. It was no longer the void of the digital world, but the rest of the scape we were in. Several of the Cyberists were chasing small figures all around.
Oi, stop getting distracted. We gotta be quick.
I looked up to see Packett's shoes standing on the floor. He bent down and looked perplexed before grabbing me by the shoulders and heaving me over, through. I had no way of telling. My shoulder hit the ground beside him, and after a moment I felt my equilibrium realign itself again.
Oh man, I hate it here.
How the hell did you do that?
I have no idea what I just did.
Do it again, but like that way?
Do what?
Hackett grabbed my arm and jerked me to the side as a Cerberus came flying at us. We skipped a few feet, but nothing changed, and he looked curious.
Aw man, I want to test this out, but I don't want to lose my soul a lot more.
Why is this the predicament we are finding ourselves in?
Oh, don't worry, I've got this. In here I've got home front advantage.
Alright, I'll leave that to you and... Oh, gods damn it.
I turned to see a form coming around a corner. Piercing cyber yellow eyes narrowed at us from within a snarling face that had too many teeth and too green a skin. It was the opposite of what I would call friend-shaped, and it was about to give me a very unloving tap.
Okay, no panic. Well, what's that?
No, panic's good now.
What does that mean? Like, right now? What kind of panic?
That means we run!
We turned and sprinted through the maze with it right on our asses. We took a hard left and I lost my footing, sliding into a wall. It was almost like it reappeared right behind us every time we took a corner.
We need a plan.
Something shot past my head and I shot a look over. Aside from the techno beast chasing us, there was some other hacker asshole throwing stuff at me. What a dick.
Duck!
I dropped to the ground, sliding on my knees past Packet, who had stopped and spun around, hands swiping through the air. A line of code I didn't understand arched around him. The maze behind us suddenly shifted as several parts of it jutted out, hitting the hacker and throwing him forward. Packett's fingers flew across an invisible keyboard, and code around him began spinning, twisting and contorting into a giant floating button, emblazoned with "Confirm" floating in front of him. He slammed it and spun back around, making his way back to me hiding around the next corner. The ground erupted behind him, making a wall of digital bushes like the rest, cutting off the Cerberus hacker.
Whew, that should stop them for a moment. Let's see if I can reroute the host to... Easy dice, we're colding.
What did you... Oh, come on. What now?
The maze around us began to spin. Literally, like we were suddenly in one of those topsy-turvy amusement rides in the Tau Palace. It nearly took my barely understood balance, but keeping myself upright, I turned and looked at the wall, just in time to see the hacker come shooting through and slam into something beside me.
Oh, broken shard.
looked over in shock as their body rolled across the floor. Their skin looked like someone had bleached it out, sucked it dry. Their face was a blank expression of terror, locked mid-scream. Empty, soulless eyes stared back, before the body slowly pixelated away. Down back to the wall Packet had made, where parts of it were beginning to appear to wither and unravel in rather quick time.
Ah, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. Oh, shards of holy hells.
Packet turned and I saw his face morph into fear for a split second before he waved his hand in front of himself. A ripple of tearing pixels appeared in the distance. He took off for it, and I took off after him. There was the sound of something shattering behind me, but I didn't look back.
Oh great, there's more of them. How does this keep on getting worse? Where are we going?
Through the rift! Through the rift!
His body collided with it and I saw him blip out, but I wasn't so lucky. Something that I would find out was a claw, stacked me from behind and yanked me back. It was barely keeping ahead. Each time its claw hit the ground, it was sending out these ripple effects that were distorting and destroying the digital area around me. I rolled to the side and got back to my feet looking for a way out. It was a quick thing to see that I was in a dead end, and even quicker to see it was going to be my end if I didn't do something quick.
Come on.
My shoulder was giving weird phantom aches where it had hit me, and I had lost sight of Packet entirely.
This is not good.
There wasn't anywhere left for me to go in such a tight corridor. Only one place. Up.
Alright, here we go.
It didn't return as quickly as it should. It didn't return at all. I looked up to see the Cerberus in that part of the maze was disappearing rapidly. I looked perplexed for a moment before it crouched and shot up, right after me, its snarling face now rapidly incoming.
Ranger, over here!
On my side, I could see the edge of the maze was coming in close. Someone in bright pink was being chased by another Cerberus, but they dashed by and paid me no heed. But at least on the other side was the upper half of a packet tracer, sticking up out of the ground, in a different part of the maze. I hit something solid, but only remained there for a moment, pushing against the ground as hard as I could to propel myself back up, with intent this time. It worked as my vision blurred from the sudden G-force that came to a rather sudden halt as I collided with the Cerberus.
Watch where you're going, asshole!
Sparkles and flashing pixels filled my vision as I went through it. My body flailed as I tried to grab onto something, anything, and after a moment my fingers did clasp something sturdy, and I used it to change my trajectory. My sight came back and I was sitting across the place inches from the ground before slamming into what I originally think was the ground. It was some ground, something sturdy at least.
Oh fuck, there you are. Did you just pop a fucking Cerberus with the digital blunt force trauma? How did you do that?
I turned my head. What even were directions anymore? There was a crack in a wall, sky floor, a crack in something, and Packet's head and shoulders were peeking out once again.
Do you know how you did that?
Don't know what I did.
Oh man, we're gonna get fucked. Come on, grab my hand.
I glanced his forearm and he tugged me in. It felt like getting squeezed through a tube of paste, but once on the other side, gravity and my relationship with it went back to rather cordial terms. We're in what looked like some sort of underground doom dungeon of sorts. The chaos must have been happening somewhere above us from what it vaguely sounded, but it was muffled.
Oh, thank God. Ground. Semi-solid ground.
That was wild. How do you see the soulscape that lets you do that?
Are you not seeing a weird garden, well, tomb now?
I am, but I mean, how do you see it on the inside that you can manipulate it like that? The autosofts for running should have just allowed for easier movement, maybe some of your natural fighting skills to be transferred, not that.
I don't see it. I quite dislike it. Reality is a bore enough without needing a fake layer over it.
What's fake in reality really is one's perspective. I know you don't always keep AR without wearing your shades, but if you saw the world through a layer of bionet like I do, then you'd really understand how real everything here is.
I'm sure that's very deep, but that's going way over my head.
You'll get it one day, and on that day, you'll owe me a bubbly.
Deal. What do we do now?
While you were busy flying about the place, I figured you had things well enough in hand and found this. Some sort of root directory underneath the others. Explain, yeah. Easiest way to put it, we found a hidden cache underneath the guarded safe. I've just gotta bust in, and then we bust out.
That sounds easy enough. What's our exit plan?
We should be able to remotely disconnect. Yeah, there we go. Got a worm in. Should be able to access this from the safety of my office. Shall we?
How do we exit?
Just like,
Access denied.
Huh.
Access denied.
This is definitely not out.
Hold on. Just like...
Access denied.
Oh, shit.
My day is about to get even worse, isn't it?
Shit. We gotta go.
Really? I thought we were just gonna hang around here. Maybe call in a dinner, catch a movie, catch a Netflix. Holy fuck, what the shit is this now?
TCP is here.
There's too many things for me to keep up.
Don't move.
And that's like what? Network release?
Essentially, license to tell your soul apart.
Put down your weapon. You are under arrest.
We should really leave then.
Trying to find an exit. Left. Oh, shit. We should be safe a minute. Whew, that was...
Violation of Regulation 9357. Some ruling
Element of surprise! Eat your heart out, kid! Man, I fucking hate those guys.
Who the fuck is this?
Sybil? Is that you? Nice persona, what are you doing? Holy hells, babe, it's been a day.
Hey, that's you, Tracer? I thought I heard you screaming, but that couldn't have been any of these losers.
It was hard to judge the person in front of us, as I knew it was not actually them, and personas could be misleading. But I'm not sure where you're leading me with this scantily clad, big-bosomed cat lady who is rolling heel to toe, and her hands clasped to the sides of her face. She did an excellent job bashing in that TCP agent and getting us out of there. So what do I really know?
Whoa, boy, this has been wild. Did you see Digit and Tech Priest fighting TCP? This is some legit havoc. I thought we were going to dip in, data steal, maybe get some new info for tonight's newscast or something, and imagine my surprise to see a bunch of Cybereye running amok, eating a bunch of amateurs, you fleeing TCP with... Wait, who even are you? What kind of persona is that? What, are you some kind of space cowboy detective? Lame.
This isn't a persona. I look like this.
Double lame! You could look like anything, then you decided to look like a tool?
You know what? I don't think I like her. At all.
Here's an acquired taste we don't have time for right now. We got our data. Now we gotta get back into Tartarus and disconnect.
Oh, do that weird skateboarding thing I saw you do.
I don't know how to do that. I wasn't doing it on purpose.
Ugh, lame. Tracer, you need to get last lane friends.
Tell me about it. You know how it is, though. This is that stranger guy I told you about.
Really? No way! I thought you'd be shorter and, like, way cooler. It's like, what's your whole shtick? Everyone's been going on and on about how
Listen here, you weird little sassy child. I don't have a shtick. I have a... Would these explosions stop interrupting me?
Oh man, can you guys take a break? Really didn't expect TCP here so quick.
My god, less talking and more opening rift thingies.
They locked me out. I'm trying to break through these firewalls, but it's a bit hard when we're being attacked. Here, take this.
Packet waved his hand in the air and a shimmering blue bat appeared in front of me. It felt solid as I wrapped my hand around the handle. Lightweight, balanced. I even gave it a test swing.
Oh, this is more like it. I can get used to this.
It might look like a bat, but it's really some destabilizing code that should really mess them up real good. Just hit him with it.
Alright. Now that I can do.
I dashed towards the TCP. Instead of running there, I seemed to suddenly lurch forward, my body slamming into theirs. One of them flickered, but the other wasn't as intangible. All three of us hit the next wall. One of them hit the wall and burst into pixels that wafted away. The other dropped to the ground beside me and stared at me with visible confusion on his digital face.
Doing that! You're glitching out the... wait, actually, do that again.
What?
Like, with a flick.
Alright.
I shot upright and everything beneath me disappeared for a moment. I didn't go as high and tried to re-angle myself so I could shoot back down at them. I narrowly dodged red digital lasers shooting at me through the air and managed to slam back down into them, crashing us into a ground that warped around us like memory foam upon impact.
Absolutely not.
I fumbled for the bat as the second was coming closer and leapt off, skidding away, ducking behind some randomly appearing digital stone. To the side, I could see some of the other participants of Pandemonium must have been catching up with us, as they were tearing through TCP as well. I saw what looked like a persona wearing wrestling underwear shoot past me. Unaware or uncaring, I didn't know, but arms stretched out as he clotheslined the next, bursting them into a bunch of pixels.
Man, I don't want no. Oh, shit, behind you.
Let's dance.
Whoa, no, I don't know who any of you people are. I don't think I'm related to this. Shards, what the fuck did you do to him? I'm sorry. Or whatever.
You are under arrest.
Come on, not a
Put down your weapon.
Oh, thanks. Oh man, that doesn't look good. Really? Man, I don't know what this thing is doing. Get off! Back it. How are we coming along? Oh my god, I just evaporated so many men. Like they're there, and I barely gave them a bonk and nothing. Like a fucking cloud. What the fuck is this, Packet?
Don't worry, he's probably just somewhere in Tartarus. Now, watch out!
I turned too late as the last one was back up and shot me with something. My vision began pixelating and my digital body locked into place. Digital script began appearing around my vision, flashing a violent red.
Oh shit. Get off our connection. Fuck, I gotta make an emergency disconnect.
First I saw light, then colors. Like all of them. Then all I knew was darkness.
Welcome back, my freaks and skeets. It's me, the adorably deplorable Sybil. And with me is the one and the only Packet Tracer. We're fresh off Event 7, and whoa, that was some event, huh? don't know about you all, but I'm exhausted.
Tell me about it. How awesome was that? Blew even my expectations.
For those of you just tuning in, Event 4 has come to a close with the winners being Team Packet, followed closely by Team Datamancer, and the Digi-Tech Race Duo. Both nailing quite impressive data steals, but nothing like the Packet Tracer himself, who cracked straight into a Theta-level directory and got off with data we can only hope he shares. What have you got to say for it, Tracer? Did you expect your event to go this well?
Honestly, no. I knew it was going to be a bit chaotic, but I wasn't expecting TCP to be on us so quick. Fortunately, my duo was way more competent than expected to be, so we held our own pretty well.
It was quite the impressive showing. What did you think of the competition?
I know we'll be going to them for interviews in a minute, so I won't be too harsh. Anyone still standing was pretty fucking good anyways.
That's definitely not wrong, as we got the full count and we are down 6 more contestants. 2 were straight up at Cyberite, 3 took a petitional crossfire, and 1 got caught by TCP and is probably getting his brain rewired as we speak.
That's just the risk of the game. The glory, That's right. Now let's see how our remaining competitors are doing. First up, looks like it's...
I'm the best there ever was and the best there ever will be. Yeah, I'm digging, yeah.
Hello, Digit. You put on quite the show there. According to the final count, you racked up a shiny 25 extra points taking out TCP. Would you like to tell us how you did it?
Would you ask the rain how it falls from the sky? Would you ask the water how it forms waves? No, you wouldn't. So why would you ask the man how he does what he does? Yeah.
I saw you tangling with my duo for a bit there. I know he's a real hardwire circuit. How well do you think you fared against him?
I don't think about it, man. Why don't you even ask me what I think about it? I don't think about nothing, man. I just do. Because thinkers think and get into all, but I do because I'm a dick. Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing. Whatever that was.
Some of those were words, I think.
And beside you, we have the other half of the weird duo. The ominous, the spooky, the scary wireman tech priest. How you doing your absolute whack job?
I have feasted on the souls of the Nessas in the name of the Lord Admin, for he is the great teacher, and I am but his humble steed. Today I have beaten the truth of the techno-heavens into these poor lost souls, doomed to otherwise wander lost in the soul spheres.
And people call me suspicious.
You are, like, all the time.
Well, if I'm suspicious, you must be insane, and he's probably a real sociopath.
I am, and he probably is.
I
You
will
didn't
come
hit
for
the
you.
mute button there.
And when I am done twisting the stains from your soul, I will birth you, reforged and anew.
And moving on, we got that new Soul Scripture kid. Hey man, how are you? Hello? Hey, can someone go check on that kid? Oh, he is. Well, how about that?
If you didn't hear, that was behind the scenes informing us that the newbie has been found dead in his soul chair from an unclear and unassuming death.
The guy said there was a 10-inch blade in his chest.
And we'll never know what killed him. Up next of our survivors, we got the hot probie on the net. It's Datamancer.
Oh yeah, thank you. Don't really know what to say. Just doing my best.
I'm not gonna lie, kid. You've been making some waves this Panama year, more than the usual movies. So tell us, are you just smurfing it?
Well, you know, I do it for the homies back home. You know, friendship and love and hope and all
That's
that.
a very sweet and noble sentiment that's probably gonna get your soul crashed into the next century. So good luck, you're gonna need it, because we've got a couple more challenges to run the remaining contestants through the ringer, and then it's on to the big final event. So keep your comms open and your soul host secure, because the finale event is coming up.
Thank you for listening to A Man Called Stranger, Episode 15, Another Soul Search. Don't forget to like the episode and leave a review wherever you may be listening. You can also follow us on Twitter at Freedom News and join us at the Discord for updates and other things. And a thank you to this episode's cast. Krense as the Marshal and Tech Priest, Whiphand as Packet Tracer, Nobi as Digit, Gigahood as Voices of the City, and A Confused Mistake as Cupid and Sybil. The end of Season 1 is drawing near, and we'd like to thank you for being with us along the ride. And with 4 or 5 episodes still remaining, we'll be releasing them once a month for the rest of the season, and there will be announcements for Season 2 and other projects soon to follow. So until then, you should probably get good.